Good.
Great.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am joined by makeup extraordinaire Katie Jane Hughes.
Hello.
I am so excited. So we're going to play with some makeup. We have a mixture of products in front of us, but we're also going to play with Katie's brushes. How many times have these sold out?
Once, because then we reordered to make sure that we had enough for people. And there's something in my hand that you can't see yet, but we're going to wear it, so you'll see it later, and it's from
Also, I'm just going to ask Katie questions about her.
Yeah, there's going to be like a live podcast where we do our makeup.
Exactly.
Basically.
Which actually, that's my fave. Okay.
I'm excited. I know, we were talking before, I was like, what are you going to do? You're going to do a pulled out eye. You always do a pulled out eye.
I always bring my eye. I think it's because I've got round eyes. I just I always like pulling it out. Like I love using.
But you suit it so much.
Bronzer.
It looks so good on you.
Just because I've got my round face. Okay.
Lip balm.
Lip balm. Is that how you start?
Always lip balm. Brows first, lip balm first.
Oh my god! I might just put a wee bit of lip dew on as well.
This is very nice. It's got a lovely scent. It's light vanilla. It's lovely.
It's got a slight smokiness to it.
Yes. It's like, it reminds me of like Mascara in a good way.
I've got a habit of doing this. I will copy you. Like see the steps that you move in. I'll be like, yeah, me too. Because whenever I film with someone, I think I just get excited and I want to copy. I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing now? Me
I'm going to put on some mist.
So
face mist. This is the Spectrum one.
Is this the glowy?
Yeah, it's just like a little bit of dew just before anything happens. It's got little bits of pearl in it, so you just shake it and mix it up.
Lovely. I feel like actually weirdly the step that we can't show you is the first step.
So should we do that and then come back?
Yeah, I think I would like to go away. And
what about if I was going to say should we apply it, but people will be able to see what it looks like?
I mean, I think
it's giving too much away.
I think it's quite obvious what it's going to be. Well, it's the first step, and for me, it's the step. And I think I'm excited because I really hope. I'm a bit stressed. I hope you like it.
I'm gonna love it. So we'll go.
So yeah, let's cut, and we'll be back. And I would like we'll just do a brief summary of how you feel.
Are we doing it like this is what our skin looks like now?
Yeah. And we're back.
Ooh, can't stop looking at myself.
I feel like we're prepped.
It's a product with benefits, that's all I'm going to say. I mean, all products should have benefits, but it's like a, yeah. Can't say
Okay. That was so exciting to me, and that's actually the first time that I've sat and applied it with someone that is next to me and doesn't work like for Vive.
Yeah, that's like
everyone else that's tried it has been far away, and I've got a text. Do you know what I mean? But this was exciting to me.
Well, okay, I think it's going to be a smash hit. Wow, that sounds like I'm on top of the pops.
Yeah, it does.
So what next?
Well, I'm gonna do my base first.
You are?
Yeah, I always do my base first.
Okay, I'm gonna do my base first too.
Oh my god, really?
I guess I would always do my base first if I didn't know what I was gonna do with my eyes or lips. Because I don't yet know what I'm gonna do with my eyes and lips, I think I'll do the same thing.
Well, I've got some fun colours for today. I've actually got a neon palette. I've got the Huda neon palette because I want to do something.
I actually think that I'm gonna go into your direction of style.
Good.
And it's so funny because you're technically kind of going in my direction of style.
It's nice to swap makeup styles.
Yeah, like style swap. Have you tried this? The Armani Luminous Silk Concealer?
Yeah, I really like it.
It's really nice.
I feel like
the colours are a little funny to figure out sometimes, but they're nice.
See, since I've gotten older, I've stopped diving around my products as much, and I kind of tend to use one until it's finished.
Yeah,
which is so backward.
No, it's good because you should. We go through
so much
right?
creatives,
like on the amount of stuff that we get sent and stuff.
What brush are you using for your concealer?
8. So number 8 comes twice in the kit in my KGH kit. So if anybody doesn't know, this is my brush kit with Spectrum. There's other brushes, they're over there. In the kit, you get a towel and you get 25 brushes. But we did 2 of these number 8s because it's such a good brush for highlighter, for powder, precisely for a little bit of contour if you don't want too much. Like, it's such a good little brush. And it's also like kind of makes the set like really easy to split with a friend if you don't want the whole 25 piece.
Oh, that's such a nice.
Yeah, because then you both get like the best brush, which is number 8. I mean, it's not the best brush, they're all the best.
I mean, if there's one brush that you use non-stop, then for you
I'd
it
say
is.
this. Yeah, I mean, there's like a few. It's like, you know, the ones that we've kind of come up learning makeup through, like that one, and then like this one's kind of like your MAC 217 or wait, you were at MAC, right? Oh no, I'm imagining.
No, Mascara.
Oh yeah, of course. But like this is like the typical shape that you come up learning how to do eyeshadow with. So it's like, you know, every brush set kind of has to have that silhouette.
I'm so glad that you've got a brush like this, the 6. It's like a.
Do you use that for powder?
This no. For me, I actually see for layering products up and concealer as well.
Nice.
But it's like a modern version of a classic foundation brush.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
But it's so good for powder.
Right. Okay.
Because it lets you like cut your jawline.
I'm actually using this. I'm going to use number 2.
I think there's no rules, right? It's like
No,
whatever
never.
size, whatever of the amount of space that you're trying to fill on your face, the bigger the brush should be. But then I also say like dense brushes should be used for dense products and loose bristles should be used for loose products.
Yeah,
because then it doesn't, you know, you need a denser brush to blend a dense product because you need the force.
That's actually a really good rule to someone that's looking at a set of brushes and they're not sure where
it's hard to navigate. I'm going to use a bit of stick concealer. This is the Jones Road one. I like this. It's kind of cool. Shade 8. It's a face pencil.
What I like is the products that are multi-use. They don't really have a, like, it's a concealer obviously, right?
Yeah, but you can honestly, like, I feel like I could put it in my waterline if I felt like it.
Yeah.
But it's nice because you can, like, do, like, detailing with it a bit.
Have you used this concealer?
Which one?
The Dior Forever.
Not for a while, no, but I love it. This is one of my favourite
I've seen, I think before I got
so
it,
good.
you're the person that I saw using it the most.
Such a good product.
Gorgeous. Do you know Alice Thomas? Beautiful. She's got really, really dark hair, dark brown eyes, the longest eyelashes you've ever seen.
What's her Instagram name?
Alice T with an X. But she loved that foundation as well, so I was really excited when I got it.
So you prime your lids with concealer?
No, eye-wands.
Oh! Eye-wands were designed to kind of like, because you used to prime with concealer, right?
Yes, I used to prime with concealer in different shades actually. So, for example, Camel is inspired by the shade of concealer that I would use to start smoky eyes.
Okay.
Sand for me is my go-to primer.
I'm going to use Hazelnut. I'm going to go for it.
This is the first time I've filmed with someone in such a long time. I think that actually the last time that I filmed with anyone was Sarah Jossel for the launch of Eve, and that was
oh yeah, I remember that.
A long time ago.
These are so creamy.
Like
how much playtime do you have with them, by the way?
Not a crazy amount of time, but a good amount of time.
But also, if your eyelid's wet, then you've got more room.
Yeah, and have you got oilier eyelids or dry?
Dry, but then I've got a lot of skincare on right now, so I feel like they will keep moving for me if I want them to.
Yeah, for sure. And I almost always set with a powder, just because that's what's going to lock it in for sure.
And do you ever pick up with a brush from the stick?
Yes, love that.
Okay.
Love that, especially with Raven. That's our black. I like to use that in the
Didn't Sophie do a look with Raven? And it was
God, really quite graphic, wasn't it?
I remember years ago when I was assisting, which obviously you want to ask me.
I would like to know. Katie's got a really cool and interesting makeup history and how she got into the industry, but also I just think that your route to makeup artistry is really cool. And I love
definitely a bit backwards.
Well, I love that.
There's no right or wrong way.
Absolutely. I kind of weirdly went the cookie cutter way. I worked on counter and went to college and then, you know, but it's not like that for everyone. And actually, that's what makes the industry so like eclectic, I would say. So, Katie, tell us a bit about yourself. Tell me a bit about you.
All of a sudden I got really shy. Well, I grew up in a small town in the northwest of England, near Liverpool.
People will maybe ask about your accent.
Yeah, well, I live in New York, so my accent's a bit weird, and I'm married to an Egyptian whose family, like, I have to literally speak slower than I could ever speak, ever. Because
are you married? Why did I not know that? I thought that you were just, like,
a single girl.
No, partners. I know that you've been with Tarek for a really long time.
But I didn't. Almost 15 years. It's so crazy.
When did you get married?
2007.
Oh my god.
Been married 14 years. Also, I'm one of those people that my accent kind of just morphs a little bit to whoever I'm around.
I'm a bit like that
as
well.
I think it's because I was a drama student, you know, once, and it's just like in my DNA. Jazz hands. And so, you know, that's where I grew up. I started as a manicurist. When I was 17, my mum was like, go get a job in a nail shop.
And when you lived at home up north?
Yep, that was my job. My mum was like, go get a job in a nail shop, because I was like an everything school dropout. Like, I just hated school. School was not for me, all of the schools. I don't encourage it, but I also feel like, you know, I think it depends on what kind of person are you. Like, I'm a type of person to get my foot in the door and work my way up. So basically, like, my mum was like, get a job in a nail shop. It's a trade, it's a craft. Work you, you know, sort of have something to fall back on, essentially. Because I wanted to do music and meet theatre and all that kind of stuff, because my mum was a singer, so I thought I was just going to go in.
I love the video. Sorry, she's not interrupting. Your mum.
She's crazy. She's just like...
She is the sweetest.
Well, you know what's funny about my mum is, like, she turns it on. In the... Like, it's like, she'll be talking a certain kind of way, and then as soon as the camera's on her, her energy shifts like 75 degrees to the left, and it becomes, hi, I'm Katie's mum. But before that, she's like, oh yeah, what? It's not like down and dowdy like I just made it sound. It's just like, she just switched it on. She's like, yeah, oh my god, her stage presence is mad. And then when I moved down to London to sort of pursue whatever it was that I was doing, like nails or beauty or more, or trying to get into the arts world, I kind of found makeup and fell in love with makeup and started working at Space NK and was working in that environment. So I like, you know, came up how you did really in your Mascara days. Like, I think every makeup artist has to do a bit of a retail environment.
It's so important.
Even if it's part-time, and like assisting at the same time, like it's key. Wait, question.
Yeah.
If I'm going to put something over...
I want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should I go over with a colour that's neutral to set them before I put on a deeper colour, or do I just go on with the deeper colour?
Are you going in with the powder?
Yeah.
I would just go straight on top because they blend really easily.
And then would you go on with a dense bristle brush or a loose bristle brush? Dense bristle brush is going to apply it harder.
I do anything. I literally...
Or would you do bronzer first?
Yeah. For sure. They're easy to work with. Right. They're not going to dry and then go patchy or lift or anything like that. I mean, I say that. I mean, are you okay? Is it fine?
It's perfect.
Do you love it?
I do. I mean, you know how much stuff we get sent, right? And like a lot of it goes into a pile of like, you know, gifts for makeup assistants that help me or friends that just want product. And like, honestly, these are still in my stash. They're still like ready to be played with. So is the palette. It's all just, you're such a good developer.
Thank you. Do you know, it's funny, I was talking to someone who does this amazing kind of therapy. It's called Cranial Sacral therapy.
Oh yeah.
He used to work on artists a lot.
Yeah.
And he said that it's because I had a treatment and he could tell it was the same thing. And it's when an artist spends so much time on a painting, like the last thing they want to do is put it on the wall.
Yeah.
They actually don't, and it's kind of similar when creating products. Right at the start, I thought that because I was like, I've spent so long and so much like money and time.
Yep.
I love it, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to have it out there. Which is that's the scary part, and then it's great, and you kind of get used to it.
Yeah, it's almost like you do someone's makeup and you're looking at their makeup and then you overanalyze it and you're like, oh, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit.
Yeah.
And then you walk away for a few minutes and you come back and you're like, oh no, it's actually really good.
It's great, yeah.
And you
why
do
are we
have
like
to,
that? Is it just an artist thing?
Yeah, I think it is. And I think you just have to like, I think you have to trust the process. I think you have to not rush into things. I think you have to just like let it happen, let it take its time. And I think it's like okay to like doubt yourself, because I think if we all were like so full of it all the time and we all had everything figured out, then I don't think it'd be normal.
I mean, it would be
what is normal, you know?
Yeah.
But this is amazing. This is the bronzing powder in tan 1, 2, and I'm using the deeper. Wait, which is the deeper one?
Tan 1, tan 2. So it's kind of like, see on the back, it reads how it would look when you flip it over. That, by the way, was really difficult figuring out how to do that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because you're like, how do people? I know, I'm just going for it. This is a bit different.
Do you like that brush?
Yeah.
Do you use it flat or do you use a point?
I'm doing both,
kind of
and then I'm using the
it.
edge. Do you love watching other people do makeup?
Yeah, I do. I actually find it really interesting because I think we all have a slightly different like way of doing things. You know what? I used to recognize though so much when I used to work in a retail environment, how like somebody, you know, back in the day when testers were sort of out and playable, you know, you could play with them more. I actually quite like the fact that testers are a little bit off limits these days. It feels a bit more like hygienic and whatever.
Oh my god, I used to literally go up and put
I know, it's crazy. Same. And because you just don't think twice. You just kind of it's insane. Back when I used to work in a retail environment, I would see people put blush on and they'd apply the blush and it would kind of come off a little bit too intense, and then they'd like rub so hard to try and blend it, but then they're kind of taking it off as they're blending it in, and I'm like, oh no, slow down, you don't need to rub that hard, or you know, and they're making their cheeks red in the process, and then that's what actually that now is the blush, is the red rubbed cheek.
Do you know, it's when I see people putting on skincare really rough, I just want to step in and gently pat it in for them and say, do you not think this experience is so much nicer?
People think when I do any skincare content on stories or in content, it's like, no, you mean too rough, and I'm like,
no, but it's so slippy though that it's like a
not
massage.
Rough. Yeah. What's your stats at? You're Leo.
No, I'm not.
Wait, let me guess.
You guess.
Oh no, your birthday wasn't long ago. Oh yeah, your birthday was like a month ago. You're an Aries.
No, Jack's an Aries. He's an Aries. He's a crazy
Wait,
Aries.
are you a Gemini?
No, I'm
Cancer.
Cancer.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at it. I don't even know what date is what. I only know Sag and Libra because that's like Tarek and me.
Yeah. Do you know much about Cancers?
No. Tell me.
I think I'm quite a classic Cancer. I just feel a lot.
Okay.
And actually...
Is it an air sign? No.
No, it's a water sign.
Why you love Italy so much? Because the water in Italy is... Italy?
No, do you know, I've never been to... And we're going to talk about...
Have you not been down south?
No, So me and Jack got married in Tuscany, right? Yeah. And then we made a pact to each other that every anniversary we would go for a week and explore a different part of Italy.
Oh, that's so cute!
Well, it's both our favourite place in the world. We get on there so well. I love the people.
Yeah, me too.
I
think Italians are just so cool.
They're so cool.
They're so cool and so friendly and funny.
Do you think Hayley lifestyle is so nice.
Oh, it's
a
amazing.
Complete balance of work and play.
Good
and
food.
And the style.
Yeah. Oh my god, everybody's so
Everyone's
chic.
hair.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't know where I want to go next.
I'm doing like a glittery orange eye now at this point. I like the way that you place shimmers. So going back to Italy.
Oh, that looks pretty.
You got an interesting phone call when you were in Italy.
I did. I got a call off of one of my clients, Hayley Bieber, her management team, saying, Hayley's going to be in Venice, are you around? Can you go do her makeup?
Did you so happen to be in Venice at the time, or did you make that a
No,
pit
we
stop?
planned to go to Venice. I'm going to use Cozy with the same brush. Wait, am I copying you without even realising? Actually, no, because Cozy over the top of what I've got on isn't super
deeper,
orange.
right?
It was kind of crazy because I got this call that was to do Hayley Bieber's makeup in Venice because there was a Yves Saint Laurent show happening in Venice and she was going to be there, and so I called like the brand that she has a contract with and I was like, I need some product, can you help me out? And they sent me a massive bag of stuff and use what
you didn't have your kit.
I didn't have my kit and sort of just figured it out, and
that's
was
so good. That's a really
we literally have the same eye on and I've totally just like
no, yours is, I feel like yours is a bit more chic. Mine's, I've gone sparkly, which I like sparkly, but then I might actually try and change that. I'm going to go to the office after this, everyone's going to be like, wow.
You take your eyeshadow out so much further than like people realise. But it looks amazing. Like it comes out almost to the hairline.
I'm going to do like a grungy version of a colourful eye, which I do with just loads of mascara. I'm just going to add loads and loads of mascara.
Sometimes it's fun to like let other people do your makeup because then you see something they wouldn't normally do on yourself.
My first
use Raven.
My first thought when the opportunity came up to film together that I would love for you to do my makeup.
Do you know what? It's so funny. People are like, oh my god, how do you feel about other people doing your makeup? Is it like really weird? I'm like, it's actually not. And I let them, like, I think what's really important when working with fellow creatives is I'm using my number 9 brush to like put this into my waterline, almost to tight line with it. You have to let a creative sort of have a little bit of stretch because otherwise you're just, well,
what's the point in asking someone to do anything for you? You're going to control.
But at the same time, like I get that there's like a reference and a brief and like an idea or a vibe, but give the creative like a little bit of like, just say, this is the vibe I'm going with, but like, run with it. Because you'll get so much more out of the creative that way, in a way that like, you'll probably end up liking more. It's almost like the more that you might micromanage a talent, the less of them that you will get, in a way.
Absolutely. Do you know who I've seen talking about that a lot lately is Jen Atkin?
Yeah.
Talking about if you're going to hire a creative person to do something, let them do what you hired them for.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's so great. Yeah. I'm sure that you'll say the same, but my favourite brands to work with are brands that don't really say much. Mm-hmm. They like, here's our product, we know that you love it. Mm-hmm. Do you?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Go and do you and do what you love.
I think that shows that they have trust in us, and then that's like that perfect partnership,
Oh my god, you in the Spectrum, that's a perfect example.
I mean, I was on set with them for a photo shoot about 2 years ago, and I was like, here's the thing, I really want to do a brush collaboration. I really want to collaborate on a brush set, and they were like, done. And that day we were like talking about like what kind of shapes we would want to put in it, and then it just started to happen. Because for me, brushes are always that one thing that like on social I never used to want to say what they were because they were either discontinued, they were either extreme price point from like a Sacral like £200 brush to then an even cheaper drugstore alternative. And for me, it's not about the brush or the brand, it's about the shape and the density and the bristles and the handle. So for me to be able to then collaborate on a brush kit that then I could just say, this is the kit, this is all you'll ever hopefully need. We might do a few other singles, like maybe at some point.
I think that's a good idea. But all it takes is for you to sit and for someone to be like, I would love you to do a brush like this, please. And then you're like, actually, that's a great idea. But I think you've done such a great job with how
it's nice that
many
like, fellow makeup artists are always like, I think you should do like a dense brush for this or whatever, which I appreciate. And I think a lot of what I've put in the brush kit, it's very much specific to my style of makeup. Like really
that's why
light.
People would want to buy them because that's what they watch you do your style of makeup.
Yeah, totally. And also if they're following content from me, then it makes sense, The
number 8 must be the most popular. It's my favourite way to watch you put concealer on.
I love priming the brush. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Thank God for your tutorials about hooded eyes because mines are starting to go and it's different.
That side's a bit more than that side, isn't it?
Yeah.
A touch.
I need to get
one side of mine is.
That never used to happen. My eyes have
Wait,
changed.
how old are you?
28.
It's so funny because as soon as I turned 30, I noticed it.
Oh, God.
And I was like in Egypt and I was like, oh, my eyelids are in a different place. Back to, I feel like we keep segueing and not getting complete conversation. I think people
we keep on breaking up. Right, so back to, you got your kit together for Hayley and then she flew out and you managed to be there on time.
Yeah.
What's it like? Is it like early call times? Is it for a certain, like how long do you have to do the makeup?
I'm priming with a cream blush. This is Play from Spectrum and then I'm going to put powder at the top. Yeah, you definitely have a call time and you arrive at that call time, you set up, and then you probably have like an hour and a half to do makeup, and sometimes less.
Yeah.
But she's so easy to do makeup on. Like, she's her skin is the most perfect skin in the entire planet.
Wow.
Like, it's so gorgeous, her skin. She really knows how to look after her skin.
And you've done her makeup a few times now.
Yeah, we've worked together a bunch. We met a couple of years ago on a Bare Minerals shoot. The PR for Bare Minerals saw that I was in LA and reached out and said, hey, we needed makeup artist for Hailey tomorrow. Do you want to come and do it? I was like, of course, that would be great. I'd love to meet her and work with her. And then that very next day, she booked me for something personal for like a Levi's campaign, like a Levi's event that she was doing. Do you like to put blush in other places on your face or just on your cheeks?
I like to put it on my nose and my, like, above here. Like, I'm going to blend all that in. See where I brought my eyes out?
I like to go into my temples a little bit. I don't know why. I like to just put it in places where, like, maybe the sun would hit my face.
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit of pink in your skin always gives you a bit of a sun-kissed, adds to that sun-kissed glow. But yeah, we met on that Bare Minerals job 2.5 years ago maybe, and I was hosting a masterclass in LA at the Nomad Hotel, and it was that week. It was that trip for the masterclass. And then, yeah, we've worked together a bunch since. Like, whenever she's in New York, I'll, go and work with her for something or other. But she's great. And I think that's how it works, and that's the beauty of social media, I think. I mean, that relationship didn't come from a social media place, it came from a PR person recommending me, and
How brilliant though, and it's a credit to who you are. It's so easy to recommend you to do something like that. It's so nice. It's so cool. Do you ever get nervous?
Yeah, oh my god, every day, every time.
Great.
Yeah. I get new client anxiety when I'm on set with somebody new, whether it be a new photographer, a new stylist, person that I'm doing makeup for. It could even be that I've not been on set for 6 months, like not 6 months, I mean maybe 6 months with pandemic stuff. Like, it depends on the scenario, but oh my god, all the time. And I think that you have to like honour that and just sort of lean into it a little bit and just say, well, that's how it is. I'm gonna buff this brush into a towel because I'm gonna pick up powder with it next. Just want to get any cream texture out of it. And I think it's like normal to have these feelings. So I use this cream. I'm gonna go over the top with this powder. This is, guess the colour.
Hold it down.
Imagine if she's
Cherub.
Hey!
Oh my god, no, I swear to god, the lights were playing.
Do you know what's so funny? Sometimes I'll pick up one of my brushes and I'll go, what number is this again? And I'll have to look, and then I'll be like, gosh, I should know, but there's 25. And I do sometimes like not use one for a week. When I apply powder blush, I put it into the palm of my hand usually.
Mm-hmm. To your base, what have you done?
Concealer, kind of just like where
you
I want
need. Yeah. Looks great.
This is so nice, this powder. Oh my god.
It's the same. It's the same formula as the bronzers, but they're just pressed differently, and bronzer's got less of a glow to it.
I mean, this is all going to come together when bronzer's in the mix. Do you do bronzer first or do you do it after?
I'm going to do it first and then a little bit in the middle and then a little bit after.
It's good. Like do you ever use cream bronzers?
Yes, love.
And I think cream bronzers are so nice before anything.
I really like the Nude Sticks ones.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried any of those.
It's a really nice texture. Oh my god, it looks great. No, I love it. It's a lot, but I love it, and I'm going to go quite blushy today as well in honour of you.
Oh my god. Well, I am going to tone it down. What I like to do is I like to apply a lot, and then I like to kind of put a little bit of foundation and concealer over the top.
Yeah. Your skin always looks like it just melts together. It just tonally, it works so well.
I think it's important to like layer and build product super, super gradually so that you don't like overdo anything, and then it gives you the control to kind of keep going back and around and through and whatever. I think it's normal to have a little bit of anxiety around work. I think, like, it's funny, only a couple of months ago, I was like, oh my god, I've got serious imposter syndrome, like, and it's like, you go through it and it's fine.
Yeah,
like,
it's the saddest feeling though.
Yeah,
when you
weird.
look back at yourself, because it's not kind to yourself. It's like,
no, not at all. But I also think that it can be from all different factors. In a way, like, I think it's kind of good because then you get on set and then you prove yourself wrong, and then you're like, it's like, for me, I'm a nervous flyer, right? And every time I get on the plane, I'm like panicking. Halfway through the flight, I'm fine. But then at the end of the flight, when I hop off, I'm like, hey, I did that. I can do that again. I got off of the flight because I was really scared.
Off of it before it went?
Yeah. I didn't have a luggage.
Oh, no.
I didn't have luggage checked. I was going to Dallas for like a work thing, and I think I just didn't really want to do that work thing, and that's why I got off.
Yeah.
But like we were delayed a couple of hours, and we were kind of just.
That's not fair. If you're just sitting there waiting.
Yeah, it was just like, but the weather was perfect. I was in the seat that I wanted. Anyway, I got off. I think I just needed to not be going to that place. Within 2 days I was flying to London, so I was really nervous, but I just did what I needed to do. I had a Xanax, fell asleep, like made myself like an album in my phone that was called I Had to Fly to Get There, and it was like my little like reminder that like I've done this 1,000 times before, I can do it 1,000 times again. I actually got a tattoo yesterday, 5 times 5, which stands for if it's not going to matter in 5 years, don't worry about it for longer than 5 minutes. Yeah. And I heard it from Kate Bosworth, but apparently it's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I didn't know that until yesterday. It doesn't change how I feel about it.
Before or after you got the tattoo?
After. Somebody else said it was a military thing, that like 5 times 5 means like I hear you like loud and clear.
Okay.
Which I kind of like that message too.
Yeah. I'm getting so much wisdom here.
Wow, look at your skin.
I need to add the glow, but I'm going to do that. But that's what I like about those products. So I've actually used some very glowy, hydrating,
you look so radiant.
Skin nourishing.
You definitely look instantly radiant.
That is how I feel. But with the mixture of products that I've used on top, like the mixture of the Shiseido Synchro Skin, but the Dior concealer, and then a little bit of the classic Charlotte Tilbury powder.
It's a good powder.
It's quite, like, it looks quite matte and skin like, even though I've got coverage on. I feel. I'm gonna do my mascara, and then I'm actually gonna pop on some lashes. And actually, this is such a curveball. I've got 3 new styles of lashes launching tomorrow.
How many styles do you have already?
So I had 2. We've got HL1 and HL2, which is our natural and intense, and I've got 3 new styles launching tomorrow.
Hey!
These are like the missing gaps for me.
Link.
So this is like a short but dense. So this is our smoky lash. We've got the Whisper, which is like a barely there.
I'm gonna use that one, I think.
And then we've got Enhance as well.
I'm gonna use Enhance.
Enhance is a bit of you.
So I do this thing called priming the brush. It's not my technique, it's just a technique. A lot of makeup artists might do this. I put concealer in a brush, and then I really like get it into the bristles, like fully. Like
Show your hand. Like, it's really product. Although if you follow Katie on Instagram, which I highly recommend that you do, oh my god, I'm going to do a little pop-up, it's like, at Katie Jane Hughes. Although I just feel ridiculous saying that, because I think our crossover is
a lot of similar people.
Yeah, good people.
But then this brush then becomes like a little perfector and a little retoucher that allows for you to, like, you know, pull things back, give a little bit more coverage where you need it, soften things that are a bit too intense, aka my blush right now. Like, it's just a little...
great. That's perfect.
Priming isn't just for your skin, it's for your tools as well.
I think that you can go in with creams on top of powders easily.
I agree, and I think it's all about how much you use and how you do it.
Yeah,
I think
it's my favourite thing to do is go in with a little bit of foundation and buff it up. Well, it's exactly what you're doing, but you're doing it in such a finessed makeup artistry way.
I mean, you would probably do it exactly the same way. The thing that I love about these brushes that I've done with Spectrum is that they are so soft that it's virtually impossible to overblend.
Yeah.
And I think there's something to be said about people pressing really hard with bristles when they're applying, and especially if that's an old makeup brush that's been sitting in your makeup bag for 20 years, forget it, you're going to wreck everything you've just done, because those bristles are so wiry and dense that they're going to take off what you've put on.
But also the bacteria.
Also that. I'm going to blot my lip.
I'm going to do so much lower lash mascara.
I love loads of lower lash mascara. I really like this eye. Okay.
I love it too.
This palette is so gorgeous.
I'm not even paying her to say that.
The Essential palette. Like, you kind of hit the nail on the head with this. There's warms, there's cools, there's textures, there's brights, there's contrasts. Like, you know, as a makeup artist, like, you're first taught to, like, light brings forward and dark takes back. Light brings highlights and shadows receive back. And that's what's so great about this. I'm going to use my finger. Do you use fingers with this or brushes?
Yeah, I do. I use fingers, but I like to mix it. I like to put it on top of something sticky sometimes.
Oh, fine. Like what?
And I like to, so like, for example, you've got your Spectrum spray. I would load up a brush with that and then apply it with a wet. But then with my fingers, if I've got, like, have you seen the amazing trend? It's putting lip balm on your eye, but like dipping your lip balm in a shimmer eyeshadow and then drawing it on.
Yeah. What does it look like? I've not tried it yet. I think my friend Ash Walker's
I've not tried it either. I'm going to use the smoky lash. So this is like a short, dense version of our HL2. So it's great for people with smaller eyes, but it's also great because it's a half lash. I mean, I just can't get rid. I can't.
Do you do your lashes? You do your mascara before you do lashes?
Yeah.
I know, I can't do it the other way around. I'm using Spectrum mascara.
Me neither. I just need to do it like this. I always have, and I think that you ruin your lashes, or I would ruin my lashes because I wear quite a lot of mascara.
Do you ever paint your lashes with mascara before you use them?
No, I've never done that.
Oh my god, it's so much fun. You really should.
I've never done that.
You know,
you've got a brush for it, right?
I wish I'd have done it. Yeah, you can do it with any of the brushes.
The flat brush is good.
It's amazing to do it with this kind of lash that you've got, the Enhance, and then leave them for like an hour, pinch them together with a pair of tweezers, and you get a really insane, spiky editorial look out of them. They'll be so cool. I mean, they're gorgeous naturally, but
I like the spiky lash. I saw someone doing that on TikTok.
Yeah, I love a spiky lash.
Do you love TikTok?
You know, I feel like I'm 90 when I use TikTok, but it's fine, you know, we've got to lean into the fact that...
I literally was watching until 1 in the morning and I was like, I'm going to have an early night.
It's just, I feel very old on there, but whatever.
I don't know, I get served up a lot of content done by older people though.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's great. Oh my god, I just put that lash on the towel and now it's sticky with cotton fibre.
Which one are you going to use?
I'm going to use a slightly more dense one because it's already a half.
They're already short, right?
They're already short, but obviously because people have such different eye shapes, we had to give it a bit of room so you can cut it yourself. I'm actually going to wear them as they are. So these aren't out yet, they come out the day after this video is going up.
Ah, okay.
And then the other thing, super soon.
How long does it take you to feel like happy with a formula?
So like a shocking amount of time that I found disheartening at the start, because I was like, oh my god, I'm never going to get this, it's never going to be good enough. It just takes a long time, doesn't it? A lot of back and forth. I'm sure that you have some experience in that.
A little bit. Yeah.
Do you get a lot of because you've got a lot of peers that are business owners as well?
Yeah.
Do you get sent a lot of product before it launches?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I get a lot of fellow brands being like, we'd love you to look at this before we, finalize it, let me know. I mean, normally that's like a consulting job. Yeah. Sometimes, like, I have a friend in a brand who's like a bit of someone you look up to in the industry. Like
like a muse, like a
what is the name of this person that you
look up to? So it's like a
mentor. So like, there's a brand that I like that mentors me, and in turn I sort of Tower 28.
Oh yeah, they're doing great.
Yeah, Tower 28's awesome. Amy, the founder of Tower 28, is like an amazing mentor to me. Like she, I'm in the development of like figuring out a few products that I want to drop, and having somebody in the industry that you can like lean. I think we all just need to like be there for one another and share. I'm taking a spoolie and just dusting off mascara that I accidentally got on my lid.
I've done the same thing.
When I am a brand founder, if I'm exclusively using my own products, I don't feel like I will be happy.
Nah.
Because I don't think we can make everything perfectly. Like, it takes so long to get something spot on and right and whatever. And we're not in the time anymore where people use exclusively one makeup brand.
No.
I don't think. When you apply lipstick, do you apply it that way or do you apply it that way?
That way.
So I apply lipstick backwards because the angle of the bullet going up toward my lip gives me more visibility of my cupid's bow. Well, I don't draw into my cupid's bow, I draw over it because I like around.
I like around. Although I got a message of someone that was really pissed off at me for doing so.
Why?
Why are you ruining your cupid's bow?
Oh god.
My daughter has a gorgeous cupid's bow and she does the same thing. This awful trend.
That is such a gorgeous nude. I mean, I get it, but like I have to go in with endless cacao because it's impossible not to, right? Have you tried these artist colour pencils from Makeup Pro?
Yes, I love them. I mean, I'm going to use my Modern Lip Definers because they're my babies.
I just love the coolness of this. It's just the cool tone.
I'm so not even surprised.
You like a warm nude though, right?
Yes, you would like tailored but really light. But you can just use a super light hand and it will give you, I think, a similar.
This is the thing.
Okay.
When I'm sitting with the founder of a brand, you have to listen to what they say on their products because they know their product better than anybody. So this is why I'm picking this up right now, not just because you're here.
Okay.
No, I'm like, I'm not saying it.
Do you see that I've just got terrified?
I'm prefacing what I'm doing because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's
just doing it.
I have to use it at all. Like,
for me, this is so exciting because it's like I've not been able to do this that much. But see, just a light amount of that. It's the dark taupey, but it's slightly purpley. But my favourite thing to do is use 2 lip liners. So I would use a little bit of that and then go in with your endless cacao to blend it out. That's like my fave thing.
I'm going to use the 18 brush from Spectrum Creative Kit.
I'm excited about doing my lips. I was going to do a really 90s, but I actually don't think I will.
How often is your lip look 15 different things on one?
I think it's often three different things.
Yeah.
That's one of the questions that you get asked most, isn't it? It's what lip is that?
Yeah.
And imagine you're like that. Well,
it's a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of this on top with a mix with a bit of this. And then they're like, well, which one do you carry with you? I'm like, the one that's in the middle.
I feel like I need to put more blush and bronze on. I'm going to go in with medium 2.
The thing is, like, when it's all coming together, you can just keep going with blush and bronze, and it just keeps getting better and better and better.
Cheek products for me are actually some of my favourites. I think it's because of my face shape. I've always wanted to sculpt it in differently, and the only thing that I'm never sure about when someone else does my makeup is my cheeks, because I always end up looking like I've got a really wide face because I bring my bronzer to literally
back to the mouth. Whereas it's so funny because you were with Mary Greenwell last night, right?
Yes.
And I remember once reading something about her saying that a contour should stop with the eye line. Yeah. And that always stayed with me, and I do that sometimes, but at the same time, like, there's no rules.
Do you think maybe that's on models' faces?
Possibly.
Because I've got such a wide face that actually look where my eyeline is.
Oh, it's actually in the right place.
So is my mouth.
So it is, so she's right.
Maybe yeah. I mean, I would definitely never doubt. I mean, Mary taught everyone, right?
Yeah, and it was funny, we were talking earlier about the industry and, how you come up. We all learn from someone. We all are learning from our peers. We're all learning from each other, from watching each other on social.
Yeah, I've learned off you today, just sitting, and we're not even facing each other.
You look so flawless. That orange in your moment area is just...
Do you like it?
What did you use?
I used a Huda palette, this one.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Neon Obsessions, they're so fun.
Did you try her new eyeliner yet?
No.
Did you see Celine in the campaign? Yeah. She looks so
amazing. Looks so nice. I was so
love her
proud
so
of her.
much.
I feel a lot of pride when I look at what everyone's doing. I've not even done my lips yet. You are Speedy McGee. What time is it?
I'm just gonna paste. I'm just gonna keep adding until you finish. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I've not even done my highlight yet. I'm gonna do do you think a brown, like a neutral brown, or a warm honey brown with this eye?
I'd say neutral brown.
Okay.
I think honey might compete with the...
It might be a lot. How do you feel about purple eyes and red lips together?
I love it, but I actually only like it on brown eyes.
Do you?
I don't like it on my eyes at all.
Oh my god, I love it on my eyes.
It's so funny. It's a bit like Jessica Rabbit, Villa Businesswoman.
It reminds me of the 50s a lot. Like, see, even like a soft pink and a red lip.
Yeah.
Oh, I die.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favourite looks.
The soft pink eye and a red lip. Oh yeah, that's one of my favourites.
They're so romantic as well, aren't they? I think, like, biologically, people look at those colours and think of warmth and romance and love.
Yeah, and they just like, you know, I'm so much more inspired by colour combinations than anything else. Really bright orange and like a beautiful vivid blue and like khaki green and orange.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so like, that's where I find most of my inspiration in colour combinations. I remember years ago, I was like on my husband's Vespa going through Notting Hill, and two houses that touched were like really cute together in the colour spectrum. And I was like, this is cute, I'm gonna do a makeup look based on that, and I did. And one time I opened up the
What was the colours? Do you remember?
I think it was like pink and green or something, I forget.
Yeah.
But like one time I opened the washing machine, and inside the washing machine, the tumble dryer, there was a red t-shirt, a burgundy pair of pants, and then like a pink skirt or something, and all of the colours just like jumped out at me, and I was like, oh my god, that's amazing, and I took a picture, and then I used it as a carousel, and I like did my makeup, and then I was like swiped back the inspo, and it was cute.
Sometimes I get stuck in a rut, and I'm like, especially with my makeup when I'm not
Your
playing.
makeup looks exactly like how it looks in your monitor here, because there's a monitor beneath the camera. For those of you that don't know what Jamie gets to look like in real life after she's done her makeup, it looks exactly the same as how it looks on here and on here, which is a testament to your skill and talent. How do you avoid your piercing? Do you not?
Unless something clear like this, I don't care. I need to fix that lip line. I've got a scar there, and it gets in the way every...
Wait, which brush? How are you going to fix it?
A wee brush. You can dedicate one to me.
Use like that one. And just use it with... You can either prime it with concealer, or you can just use it neat.
I'm going to prime it with concealer like you.
How many tattoos have you got?
I don't know.
Lost count.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when you have a sleeve, people start to talk about it in hours, but I don't know that either. It's like, how many hours have you got?
Oh,
How many hours have you sat under
that's like the
gun?
tattoo. That's the tattoo lingo.
Yeah. Jack, you know Jack. He's from his chin, and then he's got his neck, his chest, his stomach, his both sleeves, his hands, his palm, one leg.
Wow. Do you think you guys will get any more dogs?
No, not big dogs.
Wait, who's Drogba named after?
Didier Drogba.
Oh, I thought so. Okay.
And Juno's named after no one really, but the song that we had when we walked into our wedding dinner in Italy was "If I was a flower running wild and free," and that's how Juno the film starts.
Oh yeah.
And I just really love that film.
Yeah, it was a nice film.
Right, I need to just glow my cheeks up. I'm going to use Skin Do.
Not flipping people off, I promise. It's so funny. I'm so not used to seeing myself with a lash, but I just wanted to like honour your lash.
Wow.
Do you pinch them closed?
Yeah, I do. I properly squeeze them, and actually, this is a bit not gross, I don't think, but I like to do it when my lash is still slightly damp from the mascara, and then it's just congeals together.
Good. No, but it really does. Like, if you
works.
don't connect the two, then there's a gap, and you will see it. I also like my lashes to be quite low, because otherwise they take up my whole eyelid.
Oh, I like that yellow and then a current.
But I also like, if I know I'm going to do a lash, I'll do my lash first and then do my liner second, because then you can follow the lash with the liner.
Oh, that's actually a nice yellow. These little palettes are really smart.
They're so good. And I carry them in my kit always because they're just so small and handy. They're like a little pocket power palette.
Like just having the colour stories to choose from. If I want to go for a bright eye, I always just look at...
Are you going to do a bright palette eventually?
I love playing with colour. I like playing with colour in quite a, I would say, an understated way. Like I even think this, I don't know, I like this still feels neutral to me, but it's not.
I know, I get it though.
It's
like,
a bit,
it's
right?
not like...
I'm not
You've still got your base, the foundation of your eye is neutral. I think that this is a neutral colour.
For sure.
I think that...
Anything that's...
anything that's earthy.
Yeah.
And I think like neutral isn't just browns and beiges and...
I think beige is underrated.
Oh, I agree 100%.
I've got Skin Do, and I'm gonna get it. I've got a little bit here. I'm gonna prime my thumb pads.
Wait, oh yeah.
Like so.
And then you're gonna like whack your cheeks. Teach me a Scottish word that only Scots know.
Do you know boggin?
No.
Boggin's like, that's boggin. Like, see, I would pick up, see if I've not cleaned my brushes in ages, I would pick them up and go, that's boggin.
Oh, it means like gross.
Yeah. Hen, people call it, you're right hen.
You're right hen.
I like you alright. I used to say you alright, doll.
Oh, that's cute.
You alright, doll. I call everyone babe. I call Juno babe. I call our dog babe. I'm like, come on, babe.
Oh,
I call Jack babe.
Every area has like a little bit of a thing. It's
so
like
nice.
In Liverpool, they're like, I don't know, there's so many Liverpool ones, but...
The one that you told me earlier is the one that I'm...
If like you say that you've had some bad news, or like a little brother broke his leg, you say, alright. I'm not saying alright, I'm saying R, A-R space E-H. I'm not a Scouser, so correct me if I'm wrong.
R-A.
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 Oh, it'd be more like A-R space E-Y.
R-A.
Yeah, there you go.
R-A.
And it's like, you'd say, like I'd say, oh yeah, like I was supposed to be up for a job and it didn't work out. You'd go, R-A, sorry love.
R-A, sorry love. I like how you can completely go back.
I can talk like that for like 4 hours.
Is that how you grew up speaking?
No. My accent was probably just a bit more northern than what it is right now. Like instead of saying hair, I'm going to the hairdressers, I'd say I'm going to the hairdressers.
You fill in your beauty marks, eh?
I didn't yet, but I will.
What do you use?
Sometimes I use like a freckle pen, sometimes I use a liquid liner and I'll just press over it just to make sure it's not too intense. I didn't used to do it all the time, and one of my clients loves me to do it on her, so I'm always like, okay, I'm gonna do it as well.
Here my mum's she's got the classic beauty mark right at her lip.
Oh yeah, like Marilyn.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
Oh.
I always wanted a proper one, but I've got the one under my eye that I fill in that's real. I fill it in quite poorly actually.
Wait, you don't want to look pearly?
Poorly.
Poorly.
Poorly. I'm feeling a bit poorly.
It took me a minute, but I got there.
That's the first accent barrier we've had. So this is a really toned down version of the 90s lip that I did. Do you like it?
I love it.
So it's just lip liner and lip gloss, and I've not blended the lip liner that much, but I think I love it.
But the point is that you don't blend the lip liner that much. It's like me when I was 15 and I wore black pencil around my lips and...
I mean, it's my favourite. Oh, I need you to try this. This is the stupidest product I've made, but it's the best.
Wait, no, why is it the stupidest? Pencil sharpeners are the most underrated product.
Right.
A pencil sharpener in your makeup bag. Also, do you carry it loose or do you put it in something?
That's what it is, I guess.
Wait, oh, is it? Oh,
no,
shit.
it's fine. No,
is it not out yet?
It's not out yet, but I'm just talking about it because...
Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you why this... I'm going to QVC the shit out of this, you ready? So this pencil sharpener is amazing because it's got this enclosed bit, so it stops any of the shit falling out and getting into your makeup bag. Sorry, we can't say shit on QVC.
And this QVC
It stops all the crap coming out and getting into your makeup bag, and essentially then you'll dirty your brushes and like get smears everywhere, you'll dirty all your other products. It's got a large carriage and a small carriage for your different size pencil needs. One thing that I would do with something like this myself, like if you were traveling, is I would put it in a teeny little Ziploc bag, or like if ever you get like jewelry in a cute little pouch, put it in that pouch and sharpen within that pouch, so that then if anything does fall out, like nothing's coming out, one thing came out. If something does fall out, then it's at least being contained into that bag.
Let me get that for you. This is really funny to me, and I love that you love this, but I actually love my sharpeners to be free, so we created it. Free. So it's got like free, like I would have it just like this, and then it's
got a jacket.
So it's got a jacket. So you just put his jacket back on. Honestly, this took me so long to get right. Because there's nothing sadder than when your pencil gets chewed out. Oh, it's the worst thing ever. Look at the transformation. You look impeccable. Oh my god, guys, I'm so delighted I've had the bit. I could sit here and chat to you all day. I swear. The
technique that I'm doing actually works better with like more of like a loose powder. But you take the number 6 brush, and you can actually like shape the jawline with it a little bit more because it's flat. And it gives you a little bit more of like that cut jawline for a little bit of a stronger contour if you feel like it. I'm using the NARS powder. I love this powder.
I like it as well, but actually it's when this happens a lot, I'm sure you can agree. Got it, tried it, loved it, got put in a drawer.
Yeah.
Haven't been in that drawer in a while.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I need to do that every week. I need to shop my stash. How do you do it when you travel? You just bring loads of makeup with you?
I take as much multiple use stuff as I can. So I take more creams and powders probably. And then if I am going to take powders, I'll make sure that they're powders that work wet and dry so that I can make them into liners. You look fab.
You look fab. Look at that. I feel like we're kind of matching, which I like.
We're going to the same party.
Yes, we are. Oh, I wish we were going to a party.
Wouldn't that be nice?
What are you doing? You're doing makeup and I'm going to the office.
I'm doing a bit of work. So, do you ever set your makeup?
Yeah, I do. I use it all nighter setting spray though.
But do you do it over your entire face or do you do it in the middle?
I do it over my whole face.
Okay.
Why?
Nothing wrong with it. It's just we all have different ways of applying things, and it's just sometimes interesting to like know.
Yeah. So I'll show you how I do it, but then it means it's a whole other process because I need to powder again.
Oh wow, you use a lot.
I do. I soak it.
Wow. Why?
I soak it because it just melts everything together, and I try not to open my eyes.
But you don't find that it then moves things?
No.
Wow, I'm going to try that. The reason why I asked you about your application of your spray, which you actually started to do what it is that I do, and I find it interesting. Yes. Because then if you hit the centre too much, then you're just having to repowder the centre. But
I have to do that. I do that every time.
But then to be fair, you're doing it with a specific, like, kind of wearing.
And then I actually use like a bigger brush, and I grab, like, this is actually perfect because it's dense.
Is that number one? Yeah.
Yeah. So like that, am I dry enough? Yeah. So even when it's still setting and I just hit that middle bit,
wow.
I need to go over that brow.
Yeah.
I need to fix that one dry. Blank.
That hair needs to come out. We need to pull out.
Fill it out. Go.
Okay, it's gone where it needs to go.
Right, guys. I think that's it. I just loved that. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. It was such a pleasure to use your amazing brushes.
Thank you. And I'm so glad I got to learn some stuff about your products from you, from the creator, because it's important that.
Well, it's just so fun, and actually, I think that's maybe the difference in brands these days. There's so many brands that everyone's got a wee story to tell with them, which I really like. Once again, thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Fun. And I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
This is a sound test.
I don't have nails. Are we cutting?
Have you got it?
No.
Have you got it in your hand?
No, it's not that small.
No, Mascara.
Oh yeah, of course.
I was like, goth, baby.
I love it. I've got a towel on my belly. I did not just rub a towel on my jeans. I would not. These are my favourite jeans.
I don't even say, I say mahogany.
I just assumed you would say it.
Like Mel Gibson.
Like is Mel Gibson Scottish?
No, but in Braveheart.
Oh yeah.
Number 13.
Oh, peacock. No, product is primed, perfectly primed.
I'm gonna go in with such a YouTuber.
Oh my god, look at how long. Wait,
I know.
My arm doesn't even stretch all the way around.
It's the secret to taking good selfies. Creature of the deeps. Like, why is my posture?